CompTIA ITF Plus Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 3.5, given a scenario, configure and use web browsers. Web browser caching. We have now reached Exam Objective 3.5, which will be all about configuring and using web browsers. First up for this objective, we have caching. Caching is a technique used in information technology to store copies of frequently accessed data or resources temporarily. By doing so, it allows for faster access to the data, reducing the need to fetch it from the original source every time it is requested. Caching is widely used in various systems, including web browsers, to improve performance and efficiency. Caching is like having a handy storage area on your browser. It saves copies of web pages, images, and other resources you've visited recently so that if you revisit those sites, your browser doesn't need to fetch everything from the internet again. Instead, it retrieves the stored resources from its cache, making the process much faster and more efficient. When you access a website for the first time, your browser downloads all the necessary files from the internet and stores them in its cache. The next time you visit the same website, your browser checks its cache first. If it finds the required files there, it loads them directly from the cache, reducing loading times and saving bandwidth. Caching significantly improves your web browsing experience, especially when you revisit frequently accessed sites or navigate back and forth between different pages of the same website. While caching provides numerous benefits, it's essential to understand why cache clearing is necessary from time to time. First, cached resources may become outdated. Websites are continually updating content, and if your browser continues to use outdated resources from the cache, you might not see the latest changes on the website. Second, caching can sometimes lead to privacy and security concerns. Cached data can include sensitive information, such as login credentials or personal details. If someone gains access to your computer or device, they could potentially access this cached data. Third, cache accumulation over time can consume significant storage space on your device, potentially slowing down your computer or smartphone. Clearing your cache is a simple process that varies slightly depending on the web browser you use. Generally, you can find the cache clearing option in your browser's settings or preferences menu. It is a good practice to clear your cache regularly, especially if you notice any of the problems we discussed earlier. Doing so will ensure you have the most up-to-date content and a smoother browsing experience. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.